This video was submitted as evidence related to an urban legend about a woman carrying a red umbrella who is said to appear at a shrine on rainy days. At first, nothing unusual can be seen. However, when the footage is reviewed again, the figure of a woman holding a red umbrella becomes clearly visible for a brief moment. According to the legend, anyone who sees her will encounter misfortune within days. The person who recorded this footage reportedly left the area in a hurry and has since been unreachable. Just as suddenly as she appears, she vanishes. This disturbing clip was recorded unintentionally while a group was filming directions near a roadside railing. At first, nothing seems unusual. But upon closer inspection, two pale bluish arms can be seen emerging from the darkness behind the railing, as if desperately trying to escape. The person who submitted this footage later claimed to suffer recurring nightmares of being chased by those same disembodied arms, and eventually disappeared from contact. The next case takes place inside a long-abandoned hotel that has been left to decay for years. A curious explorer walks through the ruined corridors, commenting casually on the empty rooms. At one point, a human face briefly appears between the narrow gaps of a doorway, staring directly at the camera. When the area is checked again, nothing is there. Days later, the recording device was found intact, but the explorer has never been seen again. This footage comes from a surveillance camera installed near a floodgate late at night. A strange silhouette slowly rises from the water and moves toward the center of the frame. The shape does not resemble an ordinary human, appearing to have an unnatural form around its head. The video's sender described it as a cat man, though no similar creatures have ever been officially documented. Attempts to contact the sender have failed. What initially appears to be a prank video shows a man jumping out from the shadows to scare a woman at night. The man quickly apologizes, realizing she mistook him for someone else. However, when the footage is slowed down, a white human-like face can be seen moving behind the woman at the exact moment she is startled. The video was uploaded online for only a few hours before being deleted, raising questions about what happened afterward. Footage was recovered from a smartphone found abandoned in a forest where daylight and nighttime create two completely different worlds. The video appears to show a young couple who may have lost their way while exploring. As they walk deeper into the darkness, their voices reveal growing fear and confusion. Suddenly, they sense someone watching them from within the trees. Careful review of the footage reveals a faint female figure standing motionless in the darkness, slowly raising her arm. Moments later, the image glitches and cuts out. The phone was never reclaimed, and the fate of those who recorded it remains unknown. Clip documents a paranormal investigation inside an apartment connected to a missing person case. During an interview with a resident, a long-haired female figure can be seen peering from behind the woman.
引っ越しをした会社の後輩の家に急に開いてから行け突入やんなお前やってくるんだ
Later, the same figure appears again, floating closer to the camera. Investigators believe this may be connected to the unresolved disappearance tied to the building. The next video comes from a paranormal content creator exploring a long abandoned house hidden behind overgrown vegetation. While entering the building, the atmosphere immediately feels oppressive. As the camera moves deeper inside, a young girl-like figure briefly appears near a window before vanishing.
やべえって。いやー、服がある。いや、どうなってんの。いや、どうなってる。どうなってるか、まあ、家だよね。家だよ、ほんとに。民家だよ、民家。やばい。すごいね。もうね、住んでる感じありますよ、これ。花火大会。いやー、昭和のね、家。昭和の家っていう感じで。あれ、本当に来た。嘘。今日そういうので、ちょっと有名なスポットらしい。怖いね。僕らもね、進むのがね、こんな写真があるよ。すげえな、これ。いや、こんな家は、こんな残っここがね、足場が怖いな、これ多分ね、抜けてるから。抜けてるね。AV が VHS いっぱい。いっぱいあるな、これ。
The explorer reacts with visible fear, and the exploration ends shortly afterward. This video shows a mother and daughter inspecting an apartment they were considering renting. The tour appears normal until a faint male shadow emerges near the kitchen area. As they continue walking, the figure moves closer to the camera, causing the recording to abruptly stop. The apartment was later confirmed to be classified as a stigmatized property. This footage was discovered during a cleanup inside an abandoned house. While reviewing the recording, a faint human-like shape can be seen emerging behind a beam of light. The figure appears repeatedly, growing clearer with each appearance. Despite the house having no electricity, the presence moves as if aware of the camera. The following footage was filmed during a collaboration between paranormal creators who attempted to stay overnight in a haunted apartment. While discussing their plans, a female figure appears behind the bed, slowly approaching the group. None of the participants notice the presence during the recording, but it becomes unmistakable during playback. The next clip comes from a birthday surprise video recorded late at. While the moment is meant to be joyful, a dark figure slowly appears behind the woman receiving the gift. The cameraman reacts in shock, and the recording becomes chaotic. The celebration reportedly ended shortly after. This footage was recorded by a family while scouting land to build a new home. At first, the video feels ordinary, filled with casual conversation and hopeful plans. However, as the camera slowly pans across the land, a strange male figure can be seen standing motionless near a tree.
私と同じような感じだったんじゃないか。ああ、でもこんな気のどっち。すごいわ。車さ、どこに置くの？確かに。自転車ちゃんとやれば大丈夫だよ。自転車や。
Moments later, the figure appears again, this time closer, walking toward the family. None of them seem to notice. The land was later identified as a site with a disturbing past, raising concerns about what may have been awakened by their visit. In this video, a group of friends secretly recorded a surprise move-in for a colleague. As they joke loudly and move furniture, a dark shadow can be seen standing silently in a corner of the room.
これトイレとかどうだったのこれ？トイレそこすぐの時はまだこう冷凍置きにくいっていうそういうのあるらしいんですよ。はい、あるんです。とやりますので、であとたまに水出にくいんですよ。これ普通に借りれたって言っても、まあ結構時間時間がある。
The shadow remains still as the group continues, unnoticed, suggesting the space may not be as empty as it seemed. A video of unknown origin suddenly appeared on a computer inside an editing room, with no record of who uploaded it. The footage shows a long corridor lined with identical doors, resembling a business hotel. Slowly, a distorted human face begins to emerge from the wall itself, as if trapped inside. No one is seen entering or leaving the hallway. The origin and purpose of this video remain a complete mystery. One day, an old videotape was mysteriously left at the entrance of an editorial office without any message. When played, it revealed a dim room filled with an unsettling atmosphere. Several small shadowy figures can be seen moving across the floor in an unnaturally uniform pattern. One of them suddenly stops, turns toward the camera, and reaches out with a trembling hand before the screen is completely covered. No one knows where or when this footage was recorded, or why it was delivered years later. The final footage is taken from a live broadcast by a female content creator who claimed to live alone. During the stream, she reacts to unexplained footsteps. Moments later, numerous pale hands appear wrapping around her from behind. Viewers watching in real time reported intense discomfort, and the stream ended without explanation.
いや、一人暮らしなんですけどね。聞こえますよ、実はここのお部屋。はい。ですね。キリンとか好きなんでね。動物さんの数？なんだろう。一人暮らしなんですよ。
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.